What's going on, everyone? TomGorian here, and welcome to round 17 of Racing Formula League for the Xbox One. We are here in Mexico City, Mexico for round 17. Like I said, the Mexican Grand Prix. And to be honest, this is it. These 5 more rounds. This is it. This is the last couple of races of Season 1. Obviously, Mexico this week. Next week we go to Canada, then it's America for the American Grand Prix, and then we do a rerun of Japan because we had to cancel that one thanks to lag and just the game being terrible. And then we finish off Season 1 with Brazil as the final race of the season. That should all be done before the end of June, so if nothing happens and if we just continue the races, then yeah, the season should end by the end of June. So, but as you can see by the title of this video, it was just a bad race for me. A lot of things happened. I didn't get much practice, and I didn't really know if we were going to race because the Champions League final was on, and yeah, if you know me, I am a Liverpool fan, and Liverpool were in the Champions League final against Real Madrid, and we lost 3-1. I'm not going to get into that since, yeah, I just don't want to talk about it. So, mentally, I don't think I was in the mood to race, knowing that we'd lost 3-1, and knowing that how we lost. It was a bitter pill to swallow, but anyway. I didn't do that much practice, and did a couple of laps on the Friday. Didn't do a race simulation. I did like 1 or 2 quali laps right before the session started. We had to start 10 minutes later, 20 past 10, well 22:10, excuse me, thanks to the Champions League final. But anyway, coming in towards this lap, as you can see, it's a decent lap right now. It's a bit of a short lap, but it's a quite an easy lap to get right. So as you can see, Rosberg is on a provisional pole. Rosberg is fighting with Ninjas for the championship. Rosberg, after Britain, I didn't upload that race because we only had like 9 people, but I came 4th. I had a quali ban. Well, Rosberg is competing with Ninjas. He is 20 something points behind him, and he needs to win every race, but things will get interesting in the last couple of races of the season. So coming in towards the last corner, we nailed the apex right there, and let's see what time it is. And it is gonna be, yes, 116 point, is that 116 flat or 116.4? I'm not sure, but we are close to Rosberg. And as you can see, we are P5, and we are coming towards the end of our second quali run in towards the third sectors. And yeah, so Jigglypuff is in 5th place. He's on supers, and we are ahead of Smithson, which is Ollie. He's interested in joining the league. He's the guy that I made contact with last week. But yeah, he's a bum. Anyway, in towards the last corner right now of our third lap. Is this going to be a high position? In towards the line we go, and it's P4. We qualify ahead of Rosberg. Wow, that's very interesting to know that we have actually legitimately qualified ahead of Rosberg. But as you'll see around about now, Callum G just about qualifies us. So Little Rise, Smithson, Ninjas, and Callum G all qualify ahead of us. Rosberg starts behind us, and Artie's in like 14th place. So our teammate has some work to do. And yeah, so this is going to be Artie's last race before Canada because he's missing Canada. But anyway, it's the 5 lights ahead for round 17 of the championship, and it's lights out and away we go. Little Ride gets a rocket start with Smithson. Smithson's getting hauled by Rosberg and Ninjas as well. So we've got a decent start in towards turn 1. Obviously, a bit of lag going on everywhere, but in towards turn 1, we're going to swoop around the outside. We've lost a position there to Diablo. In towards turn 2, Rosberg's actually pinched us, and there's yellow flags, but we've actually got P6. We're going to try and defend off Diablo, and now we're going to try and get slipstream. We're going to try and not be too aggressive like we was in Mexico. Around the outside goes Diablo. That's not going to work. And as you can see, we're going to try and push Ninjas around the outside. This is not what Ninjas needs, and we are in P5 for this race. So yeah, P5 on the end of lap 2. We are catching up to Callum G, and Callum G is actually catching up to Ninjas. But I think I could not find a good setup, and by the way, this is where the lag starts to affect the race. And yeah, it's not really a sight that you want to see, where you're in a competitive position and just the lag is ruining your race. But Artie is actually in front of us right now. So as you can see, it's lap 4. We slid in towards the first corner, but Callum's made a mistake. We're going to get DRS. He's going to try and go defensive. We get the inside line now. Let's see if he tries to outbrake us. No, he doesn't. And we take the inside line, and that is P4 for the Mexican Grand Prix. So let's see if we can hold this position. The car felt really unstable in the rear end, and I think it's because of the setup. Jigglypuff actually got past us on the end of lap 5, but as you can see on lap 5, the rear end goes away from us. And yeah, that is our first mistake. We didn't actually get any front wing damage, which is surprising me, but I just think our setup, just the rear end and the rear tyres, just every time through that corner, it just always wanted to go on us. So thanks to lag, we had to do a restart. Everyone was complaining. Vapid, who's the host, he left the session, and as you can see, we're all just waiting to do a restart. And it's just going to be a 50% race, and it's going to be in the positions that we qualified in. So I qualified P5 ahead of Rosberg, so that's what we're going to do again. So as you can see, the custom grid has been made for the second restart for this race. 5 lights for the restart, and it is lights out. Away we go again for take 2 of this Mexican Grand Prix, and everyone seems to have a better start. Level Red Devil seems to not have a good start. As you can see, Rosberg gets a hell of a start. I don't know what the hell's going on with Rosberg, but he gets these massive starts ahead of us. But in towards turn 1 we go, and as you can see, Rosberg is trying to push Ninjas out wide. We tried to cut him back, but he just won't have any of it. So we're just trying to settle right now. We can't go anywhere in the championship. We can't go in P4. Little Rye has done us for that, so we're just going to try and finish this race, but with the setup, I don't think that's possible. So anyway, coming on towards lap 3, on towards lap number 4, and as you can, I think one of the downfalls was my setup, because I felt I didn't have enough straight line speed in towards the main straight. So as you can see, I was getting mugged off here by Callum G. Callum tries to go around the outside. We lose a bit of traction and grip in towards the second and third part of the chicane. Diablo has actually got a run on us, which is not this good. And now, as you can see, we are sandwiched in between Callum and Diablo in towards turn 4. We make contact with Diablo and Callum, and he dive bombs us. We get front wing damage, and we get auto spawn. And that's the end of the video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.